Hey everyone, happy Halloween. It is the Monday before Halloween, so this is going to be your Halloween episode of Applesauce and Baloney. I'm Thor. Eric's out of town, so he's not joining us today, but we're going to jump right into it. Few things that were announced today. Disneyland has announced a new pricing structure. Again, they update their pricing pretty much once a year. We've had a pretty steady growth of Disney prices. You know, whether that's to your liking or not, if you like going to the park, you probably know about the Disney pricing. But what we have going on today is they raised pretty much their prices across the board by between $10 to $25. So if you're looking at going to the park, you're gonna be paying a little bit extra. They also raised their parking prices. So again, you know, is $10 really something that's going to break the bank for your vacation? Not necessarily. If you're a large family and you're planning a big, long trip, it will impact you. But again, the longer trip you take, the cheaper your tickets get. So, you know, buyer beware, your mileage may vary, but that's where we are on Disney ticket prices. Another thing that happened is they announced that the Magic Key, they had one of their tiers, the Dream tier, Dream Key tier, did actually sell out. They were selling a limited amount of their what's their new annual pass holder program, and the $1,400 package, which is the Dream Key package, has now sold out. So what that means is that if you want to go to the park and you want an annual pass, you now have less days that you can reserve at a time. You get less discount. It doesn't include the parking. There's still annual pass Dream, Magic Keys out there. You can still get. This one, however, is gone. Was thinking about that, and we've done the annual passes on and off throughout the years. And we were debating getting this, but we just haven't been able to make our time to get to Disney as much as we wanted to, so we passed on it this time. But it makes you wonder, going forward, if I want to get one next year, obviously the people that have them now are probably going to have a chance to renew them before new people can buy them. So is this going to be something that's going to restrict people from buying, the large annual pass Dream Key going forward? Will that affect people's vacations? Probably not. But the people like me that enjoy going, obviously now with the reservation system, I can't wake up on a Saturday morning at 2 a.m. and decide to go to Disneyland. That sucks. But, we're dealing with it. And it is what it is. Other thing I wanted to talk about, since it is Halloween coming up and it is the Halloween edition, I wanted to talk about Oogie Boogie Bash. I have my tickets. We're going on Halloween night. My family's done this a couple of times now where we have gone on Halloween. We've gone a couple times not on Halloween. It's still just as fun. Don't think it has to be a Halloween night excursion. You do miss out on, the going around the neighborhood, trick-or-treat candy stuff. But man, does Disney do it right. They have trick-or-treat trails. They give you bags. The bags they give you are never big enough. They're handing out handfuls of candy per trick-or-treat trail. There's a dozen or so trick-or-treat trails. There's cast interaction. There's characters that you can meet and greet. They have the special villains character meet and greet. So you can go see Ursula and the Wicked Witch and Maleficent. They have Facilier. They've included Sid from Toy Story, and they've also included from WandaVision, they've included Agatha Harkness, who is out there, and she's in the Marvel area. So that's going to be super fun. My family and I decided this year that seeing as we all liked the Marvel Loki show, that we were all going to go as variants of Loki this year, which is going to be super fun. I'm excited to see all the other Lokis because there's plenty of people dressing as Loki this year. But so I'm just real briefly, while I got you, I'm going to talk about the costume pieces that I got. I'll drop the links to where I got all these things down below if it's something that you want to look into for yourself. But I got this nifty, it's a Hawaiian shirt, TVA Hawaiian shirt that looks like the jumper that Loki ends up in when he first comes to the TVA. I thought this was really, really fun. I'm going to wear this on Sunday of Halloween before we head back to the hotel and get our costumes on, because the Halloween costume party does start at 6 p.m. So we're going to have the morning to go around and do some stuff and ride some rides before we duck back to the hotel and get our costumes on. Other thing I got, since we are doing Loki, I'm doing the TVA Loki, the one we get through the majority of the show. So I ordered the dress shirt that he wears. It has the embellishment on the collar with the little extra flap here. That's kind of cool. And it came with the TVA tie, and it has the little hourglasses. Definitely cool addition. I loved the shirt when I first saw it on the show. I just like the little differences. It doesn't make it like a normal dress shirt that you get off the rack, because it does have that little different collar embellishment. And of course, the piece de resistance, I picked up from the California Jacket Company, the Loki variant windbreaker coat. It is a little bit darker brown than I would have hoped for. But again, we're dealing with stuff where people are trying to recreate costumes from TV that are not made directly from that costume. So there's a lot of variants in the stuff that you can get out there, Loki-wise. Variants, obviously. There's windbreakers that you can buy. There's ponchos and stuff you can get. Just, if it's in your price range, if it's something you want and it makes you happy, feel free. Sometimes you just got to do something that makes you happy and go with it. So to that, and other thing, I talked about it a little bit in the Instagram. This was the original buckle I picked up. I picked up a 3D printed buckle a couple months back. It was when Loki first ended. I wanted to get the buckle, and there were only people selling the directions to 3D print your own. I found someone that was going to 3D print it for me. I picked this up. It was only $3, but it is 3D printed. It's the vinyl plastic 3D print material. But it's cool, and I could have painted it, and it would have served me. I didn't necessarily like the attachment points on the back. It just slid over your belt, and then you had to wear your belt backwards. So just a couple weeks ago, I did go online. Someone actually has made a full working brass TVA buckle, which is right here. So I picked this up from Etsy. It was $30, and I couldn't be happier with this belt buckle. It is sturdy. The pin is really stout. I had a hard time getting the belt off. I thought I was going to end up wearing it for the rest of the day, but I didn't. Belt, obviously, I just picked up a belt from Amazon with the buckle loops, so you can replace your belt buckle. Again, I'll drop all the links on this so you can see it if you want to get your own belt buckle or your own coat. We picked up a Sylvie outfit for my wife. So Sylvie 3D printed crown. We bought the over trench coat. And she has a shirt that's printed up like Sylvie's armor. And then my son, picked him up a alligator costume and a little crown that goes on top of the alligator head, so he can be the variant alligator Loki. The crown we got originally was supposed to be for a pet, so I ordered him the large dog size crown, and it fits perfectly on the alligator head. It looks like it's meant for it. It doesn't look like a normal Loki horned headpiece. It's really cool, really fun. I am super, super, super excited to go this year. This is going to be our first official trip back to Disneyland since the closure almost 2 years ago now. We had an opportunity to go in January of 2020, so I guess a year ago. And we had the opportunity to go to the Disney Touch of Disney event, which was their food and tasting event that they had back before the park opened officially this year. That was just a California Adventure, no rides. So it was really just to get there, just to be in the atmosphere, eat the food that we hadn't gotten to eat. And yeah, if you're not a Disney fan, it sounds silly when I talk about the enjoyment that you get of being at the park. and eating that food and seeing the things and smelling the things and seeing the characters off in the distance, it makes me happy. And like I said before, when you find something that makes you happy, make sure that you indulge that every so often. Don't break the bank. Obviously don't run up your credit card debt and stay at Disney for weeks on end, because, then you won't enjoy it because everything will be taken away from you. But find ways to enjoy things. And for me, Marvel and Star Wars and comic books and Disney hits really hard. I've been going to Disney for a long time. Hopefully going to be going for a long time more. And hopefully one day I'll be able to take my son and his family and just enjoy the magic that Disney brings. So, short episode for today, guys. That's all I got. I just wanted to come on here, make sure we got one out for you. Say Happy Halloween. I will be putting together a short video off of my trip, so that won't be on November 1st because I'll be driving back from Disneyland. So it'll probably be an episode on either Dune or some of the DC stuff that just came out. But look for that sometime in November. I'll be dropping an episode, and Eric and I'll get a chance to dish up a little bit of what I did on my Disneyland Halloween extravaganza. So hang in there. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Make sure you ring the little bell so you can get notifications when we drop these. Obviously, we try to get them out every Monday for you guys. Thanks for joining. Again, happy Halloween, and we'll see you next time on Applesauce and Baloney.